Well, hello and welcome to another Murders and Mavens with the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers podcast. I'm Nathan. I'm your host tonight. And tonight, our Master of Ceremonies is Malcolm. We are currently down one Tony Cupo, but he assures us after he's done servicing a politician that he'll join us. It's our fifth episode, and we're having fun.
Tony's too old to be servicing politicians off the Epstein list.
He's not.
There's different lists, Tim.
Oh, there's the Epstein Gilf list.
Quick note: we have the Battle Lords guys coming on Thursday. They are up for an Innie for this monster book guide thing. So we're going to talk to them, and the Thursday after that, we're going to talk to the creator of His Majesty the Worm. It's a new kind of indie role playing game. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for notes. Take it away, Malcolm.
Well, good evening, everyone. We're going to be starting off our episode with a quick vignette from every one of our Mavens. Once again, this is another portion, I can't remember if it's part one or part two, I think, of Dead Man's Hand, a murder that's happened in the midst of the Brindlewood Bay County Poker Tournament charity event. And it has left some Mavens in a bit of a squeeze, others in a very hot spot. But let's begin with our Mavens vignettes and then get to, we'll go over some of the clues that have been found and a recap of the suspects that they currently have lined up in their signers. Who would like to start?
Tim.
Excellent. So, Patty Fitzpatrick, take it away.
The scene opens with Patty as she's confronting Dory Coffin at her cat rescue. Beyond Dory's picture, you can see every cat with a glass of fresh, chilled Chardonnay that it's drinking from its apparently opposable thumbed paws. Patty confronts Dory, says, "I will not have my Chardonnay in the hands of your kitty any longer." At which point, Dory turns to Patty, slaps her across the face, and says, "You'll eat with the dogs then." And then Patty wakes up in a cold sweat and decides she's going to give her next $100 to the ASPCA. There you go. That's it.
Well, Dory Coffin will be pleased that she's made your dreams. Even though you do serve cheap Chardonnay. Okay.
No, Dory wasn't drinking it in the dream.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I go?
Sure, Evelyn.
Okay. So Evelyn is sitting in her kitchen and playing a game of solitaire, and she's doing the third time and she hasn't won. She looks over her shoulder, looks around, giggles a little bit, shuffles up the cards, and pulls a few from underneath the highest stack and plays again, and kind of smiles to herself and thinks, what a character. Evelyn, she's super cool.
How meta of you.
All right. I guess I'll go. So I am tending to my bird feeders. I got a special new anti-squirrel device to protect my precious feeders from those vermin. So I put it all together. I install it on my largest feeder, and I walking back towards the house. I hear this shing. And I turn to look, decapitated body of a squirrel hit the ground. Oh, it worked. It was worth every penny.
And for me, you see Lynn. She's putting on like a little apron, and she grabs some gardening implements, a little trowel, a little reiki thing. Get out some gloves. See her walking down the street, smiling and waving to people. And you see her working in the garden, just digging away happily, smiling, waving. People are going by, and then you see what she's digging in, and there's like a skeleton hand is there. She looks up, smiles, and goes, "I knew it." And you pan out, and it's not even her house.
Well done. All right. All right. Okay. Well, so let's I'm guessing it's been some time, a little bit of time, so I'll just refresh you as far as our current murder mystery. The I wouldn't call him a card shark, but the poker player professional from Vegas, Charles the Ace Rogers, was apparently shot entering before the final round of the poker tournament had even begun. The lights went down, 2 shots were fired, and when they went up, Ace was dead. The current list of suspects, as far as those who were in a position to possibly kill him, besides our 2 players, besides the 2 our 2 Mavens who weren't in the right seating place, but we'll go with their suspects, was Amelia Emerson, who is the Newt fancier, Mike Taylor, the caterer, Danielle or Danny Walsh. She's a reporter from the Brindlewood Beacon. Mariah Prescott. She's old money and definitely knows it. Tony Martinez, the reigning champion from last year, the high school math teacher who won the whole entire gambit last year. Of course, Mayor Jeff Simmons. He's always got a quick, cheesy smile and promises he won't keep. Dan Gardner, the property developer. If you want quotes to give you a better idea of the characters, please just let me know, and I'll be happy to read those to you.
Yeah, I want to hear a quote from Tony Martinez.
Well, Tony Martinez, he was quoted, and he was excessively fidgety. I wasn't intimidated by Ace. His flashy Vegas style. I knew that calm, analytical mind is what makes a great poker player. I don't know what this means, but yes, it's gonna be fine. Yes. He seems a bit sweaty too. But he was nervous all through the tournament.
I wonder why he was so nervous.
And
he won last year. Why would he be nervous?
Let's see. Tony is the math teacher at the local high school. He's the winner of last year's tournament. He is supporting the Fresh Start Foundation, which is a group that helps ex-convicts gain job skills. Is what his charity this year. He's in a lot of pressure to perform this year, maybe because, well, he wants to, keep the streak going. And of course, there was, there was an That's anyone else?
Maria Prescott.
I'm sorry, I meant
Mariah.
Mariah Prescott.
Oh, Mariah Prescott. Sorry.
No, Mariah Prescott. Just so you know, she is nothing but a twin set in pearls. She has copious amounts of perfume, and she is the matriarch of one of Brindlewood Bay's oldest families. Mm-hmm. And she believes she's entitled here to all kinds of things, including access to her friend Evelyn. And occasionally went cooking. Anyway, she is in the tournament supporting the Brindlewood Bay Historical Society. Mm-hmm. And now let me see if I can get her quote correct. I can't believe the organizing committee agreed to allow an outsider to compete in this tournament. A real card shark, no less. This is supposed to be a friendly relaxed activity, a reason to get together and to raise money for some worthy charities. I don't know what his charity is. It doesn't seem very worthy, and neither is he. And now here we have some complete stranger against the people who have come to play. Things like this. It seems harmless, a little thing like this, but no, they have some very strange activities, these gamblers. Their seedy worlds, and they bring them here into Brindlewood Bay, a place where only the good people live, or should. Evelyn. I'm
I
out
don't
with
know what her
Ryan.
definition of good people is.
I should like to say the Bayborn.
Baby Bjorn.
How about Dan Gardner? You
Dan
can't trust the
Gardner.
developer.
Danny, she. Oh,
No, Dan Gardner.
Danny Walsh is the reporter. Dan Gardner is the
Dan
developer.
Gardner, the property manager.
Sorry.
You didn't
He's
really
the
get a couple,
developer.
but mostly you heard him on his big, huge sort of like suitcase phone that he was talking to. And here's his quote. Have you seen all those dilapidated old houses on the prime coastal real estate? So what if they're homes of the town's founders? We're supposed to treat these rundown shacks of a bunch of whalers from 150 years ago like they're some sort of sacred ground? Give me a break. Those houses ought to be just declared a safety hazard and just razed to the ground. We could put some beautiful stuff there. And that's what the Foundation for the Improvement of Brindlewood County is all about. And that's what I'm doing. I'm supporting them, regardless of what the Historical Society may say.
Mariah and Dan don't get along.
So, who's Dan playing for?
He's playing for the Foundation for the Improvement of the Brindlewood County.
Is anybody else playing for that charity?
No.
And how about Jeff Simmons, the mayor?
Now, Jeff Simmons, the mayor, is your mayor. You know, he's a great guy. Expensive suit.
I voted for the woman.
Handshakes. Promises a lot, never delivers, but you know, that's never been. You know, he's been the MC at this tournament since it started. Well, since he decided it was important enough that he may get some press out of it. He's quick to grab somebody's hand and quick to pull them into a pose, smile, and get a camera. But his quote as usual was like, "Lovely to see you here this evening, ladies. I can see that the charities of Brindlewood Bay are in good hands tonight. You could just smile for me real quick. That'd be great. Yeah, thank you. Okay, go, ladies. Go do your magic." That's your mayor. Nothing unusual about him except for what you found in his office.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff.
Anyone else you want to hear a quote from?
So I only identified 3 clues that we found last time.
I was going to go over all the clues for you.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So the clues that were discovered last time. There's only 4 that you discovered. You found a false identity revealed through forged documents.
Mm-hmm.
Plans to drain the Brindlewood Fen. That's
The Brindlewood what?
Fen.
The swamp.
Swamp.
The Fen's kind of yeah.
gloves. There were a pair of gloves. They were just out of reach, I think, for you, or was it not? No, you guys.
No, the pair of gloves had gunshot residue on them.
Yeah.
Pair of gloves covered in gunshot residue. And in the mayor's office, you also found that was in the mayor's office, but you also found a secret passage between the mayor's office and one other location.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down an offshore bank account too.
Same.
That's right. The existence of an offshore bank.
3.
I found that.
So we've got 5 clues. And what's the minimum? What's the challenge of this? Or what
The complexity of
complexity?
this murder
Was it 6?
is 6.
Okay. So we
And
need
they
at
have-
least one more just to even attempt to solve the mystery.
At least two. You can attempt it at any point in time, but
Well, I know who I want to pin it
Yeah.
on.
you you have enough clues to try to try and solve it. Yes.
And the people who could have done it are
The ones I listed, yeah, they were
Okay.
in positions where their actual view they had a clear sort of
that's
angle.
Amelia Emerson of the Newt
You
Society.
forgot to mention Patty.
Oh yeah, Patty. Patty's
Patty
not
unfortunately-
on the list, but she's not off the list.
Patty unfortunately was unfortunate from her angle. She wasn't in a good place to shoot him. But maybe
Okay.
So it was Danny Walsh, Amelia Emerson, Mayor. No, hold on.
shall I go back to the list again?
Yeah, just the list.
Okay. Amelia Emberson,
hmm
who was the Newt fancier, the one who was obsessed with newts, and she had a new poster. Newts are a hoot, but they're not owls. Mike Taylor, the caterer. Danny Walsh, the reporter from the Brindlewood Beacon. Mariah Prescott.
hmm
Tony Martinez.
hmm
Mayor Jeff Simmons. And Dan Gardner.
But not Melissa Crandall. For some reason, she's off your list.
Melissa Crandall was not a suspect. She was not in a position to shoot. Melissa Crandall was participating in the actual tournament, but was not a suspect.
Okay, got it.
And
And who's Mike Taylor again?
Mike Taylor's
Mike Taylor
the
was
caterer.
the chef. The
The
chef.
caterer.
Oh yeah.
How many
Mike
times
Taylor was
did
the
I say
caterer.
that?
He's in chef whites, imposing build, tattoo hands. Mike was a former criminal until the Fresh Start Foundation helped him get his chef's training and establish a catering company. Did you like his quote?
Sure.
I hope whichever charity wins is the one that will give back to Brindlewood Bay community. I love this town. You
Mm.
gave me a second chance when no other place in the world would. And that's really what life's all about, second chances. I figured everyone is running away from something in their past. By the way, the cupcakes are gluten-free. I'm trying it. It's like this thing. I think people may have celiac.
Nice.
I know it's the 90s, but I'm ahead of the curve. Believe me, people will be wanting this stuff.
This tastes like cardboard.
Yeah.
Sawdust.
He goes like, I was like, I've eaten prison food. It's not that different. People will be fine with it.
You make do.
They'll make do if that's what they can eat.
Oh boy.
You don't have to eat that if you don't have it. You can have the good cupcakes.
Don't mind if I do. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome, ladies.
Glass of Chardonnay.
Go to the you realize this is the catering table. That's the bar, and the bar I believe is a dry bar this year.
Oh no, I brought my own.
Oh,
I just need a glass.
yeah, just go to the bar. They'll be able to.
Yeah, I'm a cheap date. Bring
Glass
my own.
or Chardonnay, not glass of Chardonnay.
Glass for sure. Wow. Okay. So that was Mike Taylor, the caterer.
All right.
And I believe you guys have, as far as locations, I think you've only gone to the mayor's office and apparently the basement for some of you. Did someone go in the kitchen? I can't remember.
Laura went.
Yeah.
Go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you
I don't
did.
know I think we went there, but I don't know if we had a chance to search it yet.
I didn't go in. I went back to the main
I
room.
think we ended with
With Birdie in the basement.
Birdie in the basement, and then we were like heading off through the
To the
back
kitchen.
door into the
To the kitchen.
kitchen area.
Okay.
Was Birdie with somebody?
No,
No, Birdie was alone.
she
Well-
went alone into the basement.
Alone.
Yeah.
Not
Down
really
the back
alone.
there, yeah.
Alone with the suspicious Dan Gardner.
With the murderer.
So, the kitchen with its chip formica countertops, cabinet doors. Some of them are missing the knobs, and an oven that's seen better days. Why don't you guys paint the scene for me? Mike, the caterer who is recently a reformed criminal, has set out his prep area in the evening for the evening refreshments. What do you see that is a hint to his former life?
I guess we look at the containers that he's filled up with all the like different ingredients and things like that. But I look in the garbage and all of the original packaging was more like government quality food in nondescript gray packages.
Okay.
A big tub of government cheese.
And all of the aprons have stamped on them property of
The Correctional Institute, yes. Lincoln County Correctional Institution.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the kitchen. So is it just Nellie and Evelyn, or is it Nellie, Evelyn, and Lynn who are in the kitchen?
No, Lynn's in the main room with
Lynn's in the main room.
Yeah.
Patty, I don't know where you are.
Patty was also in the main room.
Patty's in the main room at the bar. So it's Nellie and Evelyn who are in the kitchen. And you're gonna look around?
Yeah, we should look around, see if we see anything suspicious.
I will say this: I've been in the main room the whole time, running interference so that they could go up to the mayor's office. Since I saw them come down and kind of redistribute themselves in other places, I'm gonna try to support Bernie by going downstairs at this point.
Okay.
Bernie.
We'll get to you.
Totally not a slip up.
We'll get to you and Birdie in a second.
Oh, Birdie. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Birdie. Yeah.
At this point, it might be Bernie.
Right. She's really hot. Yeah.
I think alluding to weekend.
Yeah.
Weekend at Kupos.
That's this weekend. You're all invited. Everybody watching, you're all invited to Tony's house.
Yeah, we'll give out his address at the end of this video.
Yeah, DM me for the address. It's fine.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest DC. Just jump the fence. He won't give you the code.
It's fine. They're expecting you.
Okay, so considering this is a fairly safe environment, I'm going to consider this to be a day move as opposed to a meddling move, since you're not really interacting with anybody. You guys are searching. Being said, the question comes: what would be something about your search or while you're searching that would either deter you or make you stop and turn away, or would make the situation much more uncomfortable for you?
I don't like rodents. Evelyn doesn't like rodents. So I think what would deter is if she was going through cabinets or garbage bags or whatever and stumbled upon mice or rats or whatever might be in there.
Okay.
Those aren't raisins.
I would be absolutely horrified if I, while shifting stuff around to look for clues, if I accidentally knocked something over and made a mess of this catering. Because I think the catering guy seems pretty innocent to me so far. So I don't really want to like mess up what he's doing.
The known felon is the innocent party in your mind, Nellie. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, he's just like a good
He's
guy.
a good guy.
Good guy. Good guy.
Yeah.
He made up a whole disease to
Sure,
cater to.
Tony. I'm sure Tony Martinez knows him well, since he's,
The former champ?
No, the former champ, because that's the charity he plays for.
Got it. Second chance.
Nope, she doesn't want to talk about the card. All right. So this will be basically considered a day move, and that's what you're doing. So why don't you give me your rolls? I would suggest probably either it would be, as far as the appropriate stat,
The reason, or
I'm thinking the reason is probably the most appropriate. Yeah.
Okay.
for this particular move.
All right.
If you want to, you can probably push something else, but I'm thinking reason makes the most sense.
Ooh. I can't see that, but Snake Eye, not Snake Eyes, 2 6s.
Boxcars.
That's boxcar.
Stars.
The dice, they're on a number. Mine are on a number as well.
So it'd be 13 for me.
Okay. All right.
Oh, you want mine?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a win-win. So, Nellie,
Yes.
you find in the kitchen, in someplace, a compromising photo between a suspect and a newt.
Uh-oh.
It's a nude.
A nude. I found a nude pic. I found a nude pic.
Can you send me newts?
All right, only if you're done with your nudes. Chopstick man.
Quick. What color is the newt in the photo?
Speckled.
Ooh. Mm.
Or
Orange
rare speckled boots from the Brindlewood Fen.
So it's definitely a local newt.
Evelyn,
Local newts in your area.
It was only a matter of time before somebody ruled 34 newts.
With
Evelyn,
Nathan, that
Yes.
time is measured in seconds.
Give me some tail, baby.
you find evidence. Well, you see there appears to be, some paperwork down there that, or at least you find it's stuffed and hidden. Not necessarily, it's not, it's like maybe someone was throwing it away and tried throwing it in the kitchen to try and get rid of it. But you look down there in the trash and there appears to be, you can just about see it. But it looks like someone, like a suspect's large bequest to a charity made in the name of Ace Rogers, but there's some not raisins on it. And it moves a little bit. When you start to move, you start to think, maybe I can just grab the edge of it. The whole thing sort of like moves, and not like it's shifting, but like something under it's moving it. So it just sits in the trash, and you can either choose to reach for it or turn away.
Bequest to which charity?
It's not to it. The charity the charity made in the name of Ace Rogers.
Oh, it doesn't matter which charity. It could be any charity.
A suspect's large bequest to a charity made in the name of Ace Rogers.
Hey, Tim, this
Yeah.
is how the game works. We make it up.
Do you reach in there and grab it?
I no longer like your haircut, Laura.
Or do you let it fall out of your reach and therefore lost as evidence that could be used?
So I take a deep breath and I grab it real fast because of my lightning speed, youthful.
You grab it real fast and pull it out, and you think you heard a squeak, and then there's Nellie holding tongs going. Ding. But you have it. You have what appears to be a suspect's large bequest to the charity made in the name of Ace Rogers.
Dun, dun, dun.
His name is Charles, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to call him Ace.
Patty, you head down the hall, go through the door, and head towards the basement door, which is
Yep.
closed. You thought it was, why Birdie would want it closed, but then you smell the smoke.
Huh? I got to remember my safety briefings.
This
Is there a fire alarm nearby?
No.
Is the door hot to the touch?
No.
Okay, I will open the door then. Thus providing oxygen for the flames.
It seems to be stuck.
Backdraft. Petty dice.
But you, why don't you give me a roll?
A roll.
Mm-hmm. We're going to consider this is going to be considered a night move because it could be dangerous opening the door and you could possibly fall in. What would be the worst case scenario if things go terribly wrong with opening this door to a basement that may be on fire? Why don't you tell me that first?
It explodes in my face. That would be the worst case scenario.
Now it's
Wouldn't
going to
be
be
the first
worse.
time that's happened.
That's gonna be worse.
There's something worse than that?
Yes.
Okay. It explodes in my face.
No. I'll make it worse. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Whatever it is, it'll be worse.
Exploding in your face isn't the worst.
What's the
I didn't expect that. So.
Some people like it.
what kind of a roll do you want me to make? You just said a roll.
Why don't you give me it's going to be considered a night move.
Okay.
You can either use reason or you can use your, actually not reason, but I mean, you could probably use either your vitality or your composure to sort of like use your,
I will use composure.
to either one, use your physical strength to pull open the door or the composure to keep your calm as you try and pull open the door and go into a fire.
Okay. All right. 9 plus 2 for 11.
You were able to pull open the door.
I made the face though because of the Matt Brady rule. One die landed on top of the other.
All right. Fine. You get the door open and you can see a flickering light down below.
Okay.
Now, I mean,
Are there more stairs down from the door?
yeah, there's stairs down from the door.
It's
You
just
can
a direct 8-foot
this
drop.
smell of smoke and a sort of a musty wetness comes from below. That could be Birdie. Who knows?
She's really excited.
Musty wetness.
But the light flickers.
It's also a stripper name.
Not a very good one.
Well,
Musty
Birdie's not a very good stripper.
Oh, Birdie.
Ye old moisture.
Moisture.
So, what do you charge down to go save Birdie?
Yeah, I mean, I believe Birdie's here, so if she's been overcome with smoke, I definitely would like to do that. I'm going to take a really deep breath and then go down the stairs.
Okay. Going down the stairs, which it is still, the pair of the lights are still working, but it's also a flickering flame. You do see a Birdie, and she does look overcome with flames. Well, no smoke. Maybe wait. She has a weird rag in her hand. Who knows what's going on? There's some turpentine. It's all kind of weird. She's been huffing stuff.
Isn't turpentine flammable?
Yep.
Okay,
Getting that away from Birdie might be a good idea. Getting her up
I want to knock the turpentine out of her hand
Mhm.
Into the fire.
and
Fantastic.
and pull her up the stairs.
No.
Okay, so you knock the turpentine rag out of her hand, which she was trying to use to cover her mouth, but it just made her woozy and she got more confused. You talk it and knocks it, flies back. You grab her, the flames whir up as the new accelerant is added, and there you see the dog. Back further in the
There's
basement.
dogs here?
No, in the dark.
In the
Oh.
dark.
In the dark. It is now revealed and illuminated more of the basement. A tall figure. You can't really see their face or who they are. Just their white, mummified left hand covered with runes. But you can't stay. You must go, or you will surely perish.
The power of Christ compels you. I take my cross out. I'm pulling Birdie.
And you stumble up the stairs. You do see there is a fire alarm inside the basement door. It
Pull it.
just clicks.
Our own city hall isn't up to code.
Blame
Where
the
the
mayor.
Where the codes are made.
Sounds about
Rules
right.
for me, not for thee, or whatever. However that goes.
Mm.
Okay. So you rescue Birdie.
Fire!
from the basement.
Fire! I'm yelling up the stairs. Fire! Fire!
What?
Meanwhile, then,
Fire and musty moisture.
at the main hall, to no big surprise,
Husky Cloister.
no big surprise or nothing super revealing. Dr. Stern confirms that Charles Ace Rogers is dead. He's been shot.
Oh well, we knew that, Doctor.
Oh, that's a clue.
How much
You
they
Tell
paying
that
you
for
for
the bullet
this?
wound.
He's like, I'm just informing the sheriff. Lynn, he's putting the decorative casino tablecloths over over Ace's body.
What school did they send you to for that, child?
Lynn, I'm older than you. Let's just go. What? Forgot the damn bar is not working here. You have a nip on you, dear.
Of course.
No good. Let's let the sheriff roam around for a moment until he figures out he's been shot after I just told him.
So I'll actually step up to the mayor and ask him, so Mayor, this building, how old is this building anyhow?
Yeah, old. I don't know. You were here when it's built, maybe? I don't know.
You reminded me why I voted for the other lady.
And you know why she's not mayor?
Susan
Who's
Collins.
heard of a lady mayor?
It's going to be fixed to be two
You're
murders.
You're
Nice,
this
number
man.
one. You're number one.
Yeah. And now we've got things to worry about. Not things that ladies can worry about, like, I don't know, stuff. Okay. Well, that's great. I appreciate your vote or not vote or whatever you're doing. But yeah, it's an old building. I think it's crap. But maybe you could, I think with enough fundraisers, maybe we can bring it back up to me. But I guess that'll be up to someone like Mariah Prescott.
Oh, have you been working with her long?
He gives you this look like you would say, Lynn, if you live in this town, you work with Mariah Prescott. She's like one of the founding families.
No, I mean more specifically, maybe intimately with revitalizing this building.
No.
I thought you were going to say with your pelvis.
Hey, I don't judge. Whatever he's into.
He'll just he will spy someone and then slip away from you and head off in the opposite direction. And then you hear weekly from the hall. Ah. Well, actually, only those in the kitchen can hear it because there's two doors between her and the hanging hall. You guys hear fire while you're in the kitchen.
Oh, fire. Where'd that come from?
I don't know, but the stove seems to be pretty much cold. But yeah, you look out the door.
Yeah.
And there's Patty. Leading, obviously either super drunk as usual or maybe something else. Birdie. But Birdie's not throwing up. She looks a bit dazed. And there is definitely some smoke seeping from below the door of the basement.
Oh, no. Is there a fire? There's going to be a fire alarm in the kitchen, right?
Yes, there is. And a fire extinguisher.
I'll Evelyn, grab the fire extinguisher. I go for the alarm.
I lunge to the fire extinguisher. I pull the ring. I run and start spraying the fire downstairs.
You're going to go downstairs?
Yeah, I run.
Okay, you're right. You pull the fire alarm. The fire alarm goes off. You hear, Evelyn, you run past Patty and Birdie to the basement door. Fling it open. You can see fire below. And spray away. Give me just a. Well, it's going to be more of a vitality-based day.
Oh yeah, vitality. Ooh, 7.
You slide a little bit down the stairs as you spray. You spray the stairs. You think, oh no, you're about to fall in the fire when the sprinklers come on. And the sprinklers come on everywhere. Unfortunately, in the town hall.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, good heavens, it's raining.
Well, everywhere downstairs. Yes, it starts raining in the great hall, and in the kitchen, and in the hallway, and in the actually everywhere in the basement. Yeah, everywhere.
That's got to put a damper on things.
Which immediately has the expected reaction where people began to try and take cover or leave the scene of the crime. Meanwhile, we'll call it Deputy Muscles, or otherwise Anderson, Brett, is trying to, as well as Sam and the sheriff, trying to calm people down. That's kind of really hard. This is a whole entire mess. As well as your suspects and everyone else is trying to figure out how to get out of a building that's possibly on fire.
There's a fire in the basement.
Yeah. I guess we'll look for the. After talking to Patty, look for the deputy or the sheriff or.
Well, you know that Evelyn just went downstairs in the basement, Nellie.
With a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean,
not
okay.
a demon extinguisher.
You have no problem. It takes me a few minutes. You can find Brett. You can find, Brett. He doesn't know what to do. He just sort of, he does. He's just sort of saying, everyone stay calm, move towards the exits. And he is now completely soaked through.
Oh, good heavens.
I talk to him like this. Deputy Adams Anderson, whatever your name is, call the fire department.
I think Sam's on that already. You probably need to move outdoors, ma'am.
Evelyn went into the basement. You need to help her.
Okay. Which way's the basement?
That way.
You literally just slide behind him.
Look for the smoke.
Look for
He heads off towards the basement.
So I'm going to, in the main hall, look at Dan Gardner to see what his reaction is when the sprinklers goes off. When they go off.
He covers his his suitcase phone and zips it up and then heads out the door, shaking his head.
I follow him.
Shaking his what?
Head.
What, what did you hear?
Of course, the freaking fire hazards all over this town. But he heads out, and most of all the people begin, because they're unfortunately only used to fire drills. They just sort of move out and sit right out front of the place instead of going anywhere. And begin gathering. Some people just get in their cars and go, but whatever. But people are leaving the building. Evelyn, you are downstairs. Just had a slight fall, but you can recover. And as it was a 7, you said? I'm sorry.
7.
Yes, 7. As you're getting up and collecting yourself, you see and find a gun in an unusual place. Okay.
So
The unusual place is in the basement.
No, it's it's in something that's unusual. You can decide that. You guys will decide what's unusual about it.
I get it.
Thank you. Secular. And before you know, you see a strapping, soaking wet, muscular man at the top of the stairs who rushes down and goes, Mrs. Park, you down here?
I'm here.
And he definitely swoops down, lifts you up, and carries you right up the stairs and out of the. Doesn't put you down until he gets you outside the building.
But wait. There's something down there.
He'll go back down, carrying you. What?
I'll get it for you, darling. I go back into the basement.
Oh,
So-
okay.
I point to something that I'm not going to talk about yet, and tell Lynn to grab it
Okay.
carefully.
So then you collect the clue
Mhm.
and you all exit the building.
But
I
I
mean, get-
tell, as we're going up the stairs, I tell Deputy
Right.
Muscles about
Yes.
about how when I met my husband, he loved to just pick me up and carry me all around, and so I'm very comfortable in this position.
Okay, that's very nice. I'm glad that you two shared that moment, that
So
thing.
that's how it was.
Ding!
I think I just found another clue.
So yeah, he will help. He will just turn beat red and then take you and carry you all the way outside before putting you down.
Dump.
What do you do with Birdie, Pat?
I get her outside to a
She's a
bench.
burden on you, and she's like,
You pick
oh,
her up? You mean you're not going to carry her?
I'm not gonna carry her out. You
Mm-mm.
just lean her against a post, and she's fine.
Yep. I give her a healthy spritz of Chardonnay.
That does help.
It's chilled in my bag.
A blessing.
So, so you're outside the building. They are waiting, because I mean the fire alarms are going off. Some people are leaving. Most people are just sort of milling around. The sheriff has asked everyone that could possibly stay here, please. I know there were deputies that. Two of the deputies are currently blocking not the two you've seen in the building, but two of the deputies are blocking the parking lot out to sort of like hold on. We still need to figure it out. The body was left inside. Because no one thought to carry out the dead body and disturb evidence, but the sheriff has just got his hat off, rubbing his head, looking down at the ground, sort of completely defeated.
Amateurs.
Do you guys return inside the city home?
Well, I'm still in the basement.
Has it
investigating
been
the,
cleared?
Oh, you're in the basement.
Has
Yeah,
it
I
been
was-
cleared by the
I was
fire
kind of
authorities?
hoping Evelyn would say,
The
"Oh, by the way,
building,
Lynn's
knock
in the
it
basement."
down.
Nope, you're just down there. The fire's put out by the sprinklers.
Yeah.
Kind of dark.
There's that
Evelyn
demon in
should
the
have
corner.
Evelyn should have sent Officer Muscles in here for me minutes ago. I don't know what's happening.
We're just talking about ice cream.
But I poke around to see what might have caught her eye.
Okay. Why don't you give me a meddling move since yeah. Give me just a day move.
So that'd be like what, composure?
Yes, because you're doing this in the place that was on fire. It's not wet. It's not rainy. You're by yourself in the basement.
Then it's a 9.
9.
And you see among the debris, you see it appears to be like a deck of cards that was sort of discarded down there. But when you look at them, you realize the deck is marked. And when you pick it up and look through them, you notice the deck is also missing all of the jacks. So you find a deck of marked cards with all the jacks missing.
All but one of the jacks missing now. I'm assuming it matches the deck the card I found.
You can assume that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Your choice. I'm mad at you guys. Like the day no one could do math.
So let's go over your clues as you guys all regather.
Patty has a question.
Yes, Patty.
Melissa Crandall's younger than us, right?
Melissa Crandall?
Yeah.
I believe she is. I can double check that. I believe she is younger than you.
I'd like to catch up with her.
She's out there.
and tell her all about how the
She's not super young, okay? I mean, like maybe she might be like
she's in her 40s or 50s, something like that.
Probably her late 50s, I think. Let me just
All right.
find her.
That's
right up.
super young.
She's 50. Yeah. I'm 50. I can kick.
I'll tell her all about the time that my husband was able to discern that there was a problem at City Hall, and he was able to create a ruckus in a court on account of the I need to move away from the southern accent, on account of the fact that the people who were running that City Hall, they weren't keeping things up to code. And damn it, if our mayor isn't keeping things up to code. When I was in the basement and fire was raging all around me, I tried to use the fire, the little fire knob thing, and damn it, if it didn't work, it just clicked when I pulled it. And I am very upset. And I got to tell you, Mayor Simmons is to blame. We come to this City Hall every time we have to build a deck or put in a new oven in our home, and it has to be up to code, but the City Hall itself isn't up to code. So you, as a younger person, you need to keep the authority figure who is now undermined by me up against.
You shameless. I see.
Ding.
You need to hold them to a higher standard. I'm just saying, because
Melissa levels that you.
I will tell you about my husband.
You do
and
know
his
that
dear
I'm
memory
in charge of the old church.
and
Maybe you should talk to Mariah Prescott
and undermining an authority.
or
Mariah
Jory
Prescott.
Kaufman, possibly.
I'm not going to say anything bad about Mariah Prescott because she looks so lifelike.
Oh God! to which Melissa just laughed at that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She doesn't think like the idea that I want to have people.
That's
film
cha-ching, cha-ching, and cha-ching for this episode.
Yeah.
You only can have 2 chings. God
I
damn
know.
it.
You
Yeah, I
only
know.
win 2 points unless you solve the mystery. And you have to do it
I'm
because
an-
that's a group.
Patty's an overachiever.
So, yeah, okay.
An obvious achievement.
Him is a lot.
I do understand your situation. It has nothing to do with the old church, but good to know.
Seems this whole conversation had an ulterior
Well,
motive.
I think you should bring it up next time they talk about code violations at any of your churches.
There's
I
only
think you
one-
should. I think you should do it. And I think you should go right up to Mayor Simmons and say, if you can't even keep your own house in order, how can I expect you to enforce the rules properly on my historic churches?
Mrs. Fitzpatrick.
Would you like another
You
$20?
seem very, very, very.
Would you
upset.
like to see the manager?
You do realize that I only do event coordinations at the old church. Nowhere else. I mean, I know I'm in charge. I know I'm with the Village Historical Society, but it's the old church, the historical Brindlewood.
I didn't know
Congressional
you worked
Church.
with. I didn't know that you worked with Mariah.
I do have to work with Mariah. Our interests sometimes have
She
to
is a
overlap.
pill, isn't she? She's a pill.
If you mean that she's a person
pill.
interested in a lot of history, yeah.
It's only because she's lived so much of it, the old hag.
Yeah. Well, this has
Hmm.
been enlightening, and this has definitely been.
She's not fit to wash my bloomers.
Oh, look, there she is now. Oh.
Hello,
Okay.
Mariah.
I think Patty needs a
Nice
rest.
to see you.
Patty Fitzpatrick, I hear that you are the one behind this drenching. I
Don't
want
even
to
start
say,
with me, Mariah.
I want
Don't
to
even
just say
start.
thank you.
Don't even start.
Saving all of our lives.
Don't
I
even
just
start
want to
with me.
complain about one thing. Really, Birdie, did you have to?
Mhm.
I was sure she was going to go up like a big, huge Roman candle once the fire hit her. She's so full of it.
Well, she's not a dried out husk like you.
Oh, she's just full of alcohol. Watch it, Patty. What Fitzpatrick? It'll take more than Christ to save you. When are you getting raptured, by the way? We're all waiting. What's up?
Oh, I'll be looking down at you as I fly away.
Oh, you'll be looking up at us. Anyway, so after a while, you have a few minutes of the fire department arrives, goes through the whole building and checking out things. Now, understand that there is a great deal of chaos. Obviously, the sheriff's investigation has been put on hold. You have the suspects outside, but any evidence they may have dropped, most of it probably is inside. But you don't know. Maybe you could find out from them. But where do you want to go from here, or do you want me to go over the number of clues you currently have, just so you can just surmise what you want to do next?
It doesn't have to be right this second, but I do want to try to corner Emily Anderson, the newt lady.
Mm-hmm. You do find her. Let's do that right now. She's just sort of looking at the city hall anxiously.
Oh, Emily, my poor dear, you look drenched, absolutely drenched. Are you cold?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine, dear. I'm fine. I'm so fine. I mean, I get wet all the time when I go to the fence. This is nothing.
Oh, yeah. You like to be wet, huh?
Well, I don't think I like to be wet, but newt, like moist environment. Do you know? I mean, you know about our speckled newt that lives in the Brindlewood Bay.
Yeah, I suddenly know a lot more about them more than I expected. So
Really?
when did you become so interested in the speckled newts?
You realize the speckled newts is a very unique species, only to our area in Brindlewood Bay.
Well,
They're the only ones that actually give live birth of the newt species.
That's amazing. So
That's
I
really
myself.
amazing. That's really uncharacteristic. Newts should not do that. That's why we have the posters, Newts are a hoot, particularly here. And we have that sanctuary in the fens will make everything so much more, well, it'll preserve this national treasure. We will be a national treasure once we get this out, of course.
Well, I myself have always loved birds, but nature is.
You're a birder?
Oh, of course. Can't you see? Look, I've got
my
fine copy of Birds of North America right here.
Yeah.
Of course, I carry it with me everywhere, and but of course, all nature I love. It's all one big circle.
The circle of the nature.
Except them squirrels. Fuck them squirrels.
Yeah, fuck the squirrels.
Fuck the squirrels.
But so
it's a rodent.
Yeah,
Rodent with a furry tail. It's a fancy rodent. Why it's a fancy rat? Why are we giving it all that attention? Sorry.
So I wonder, what do you know about this Society of the Kindly? That poor Ace gentleman who was raising money for?
I don't know anything about that.
No, you don't know anything about that?
Can't say I ever heard of it.
But
we're new too, so maybe it's just new.
Well,
but ours is in the name.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what maybe they take care of people kindly.
Well, who's your biggest supporter in the community for these newts? Who's helping you spread the word?
We are still stirring up a great number of college students.
Oh, okay.
We have the Brindlewood Finn Newt Sanctuary is still working really hard to get the funding and support that we need, but we think that this would be a great big boost as far as helping our getting awareness and our awareness drive. Of course, assuming I had finished and if someone hadn't, this has gone badly.
Well, I'm sure they'll work something out here. I guess what kind of move can I use to really just try to kind of put the screws on her to get
the meddling move would be what you need.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just trying to butter her up a little bit before I go in and
So you can give me a meddling move. You can use either your presence, would probably be the best stat to use, or you can possibly maybe reason, I guess, but probably one of those two to do a meddling move because you're sort of pressing the subject to get some information.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to use my wits to butter her up first. I'm gonna go for reason. Ooh. Okay. Remember how I had boxcars before and I said it was snake eyes? Now I actually have snake eyes. So a total of 3. Now their version of pushing is it putting on a crown or something?
Yes, you can put on a crown.
Okay, can you go through that rule again?
Sure, I'll just describe that to you what it's like. Let me just give me 1 second to get to that page because I want to make sure that I'm reading it correctly for you. Let me get out of the box molder. Okay. Yeah,
because I think a 3 would be really disastrous.
So, putting on the crown. Basically, there are 2 different types. You can put on a crown of the queen or a crown of the void. The crown of the queen represents a ideal that your maven has, as a woman. It involves a flashback of your, life as a partner, as a mother, as a sister, as a present day. In a present day scene that shows, you're being romantic or sexual or having a complicated life, and most people just sort of gloss over. And so that's what you're going to sort of do in discourse. The crown of the void that you put on is basically the effects of the dark conspiracy slowly destroying your life. And those are done in order as far as those are sort of creeping in. So you just mark those as you go along and they slowly develop. But basically what that allows you to do, let me get that. Sorry. What it does is it does turn one of your basically turns turns a failure into a success.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, make sure I got that right. It doesn't bump it up like the other ones do. I think it just, oh God. Get back to the page I need to do. Yeah. What does that do? Yeah, I think it will change your failure into a success is what it does.
Okay.
So basically you would move, instead of just bumping you up one, it will move you from whatever you rolled to a success without complications, so like a 10.
Okay. All right. So the first crown of the queen involves a flashback of your fondest memory of your late partner.
Do make note of this. You will be judged later.
We'll start now. Why wait?
Yeah. So, like thinking back on my time with Jack Moreau, like before we started dating, we would definitely like make eyes at each other, and there was one time where we were kind of loading up our catch into a cold room, and we both went in there at the same time, and the door closed and jammed behind us, so we were stuck in there. And we were the last ones working, so there was nobody there to get us out. So we were stuck in this cold room for hours. So we just sat together, bundled up, cozy, and just talked while we were freezing our butts off. And that's really when I knew I loved him.
Oh. Freezing together.
Yeah, freezing. Almost dying.
But in the course of your discussion with Emily, you find out that a suspect has connection with organized crime in Boston.
Oh,
A suspect.
a suspect. Okay.
And shall we go over your list, or do you want to dig some more, everyone? There's plenty of targets.
Up to you guys.
Well, I'm going to convince the fireman to explore the secret passageway, saying someone might have gone down there. You don't know. You got to check.
You show them the secret. Did you go
The
deep?
fireman? Oh, yeah, I show the fireman.
Okay.
Tall, muscular fireman. Of course, I'm hanging off his arm.
No, you got
and,
the big guy. Oh, yeah.
damn
No.
it.
No, you get the big, yeah. All right. It's a small town. Yeah. Okay.
We got to make sure there's nobody trapped.
He goes through there, and it's a bit surprised where it comes out, but okay. But no one's in the passage.
Alrighty.
So you want to go over the clues?
Yeah, let's go over the clues.
All right. The clues that you have found so far have been a deck of cards with a deck of marked cards, excuse me, with all the jacks missing. A secret passage between the mayor's office and one other location. A gun in an unusual place. A pair of gloves covered in gunshot residue. A suspect's large bequest to charity made in Ace Rogers' name. Plans to drain the Brindlewood Fen. False identity revealed through forged documents. A suspect connected to organized crime in Boston. A compromising photo between a suspect and a newt.
Rule 34 strikes again.
The existence of an offshore bank account.
So by my count, that's 10 clues. That's I need a string board for this. That's why is there a string board app?
I think I've got it. I've been
So-
sitting here typing it all out, and I've got all 10 clues tied together.
But the clues might be modified by who found them, right?
Mm.
Well,
The clues,
I mean,
you guys
right.
can
We
decide
can-
how you modify them.
Right,
we,
right.
we can collaborate on.
Yeah, we
Collaborate.
meet up in the parking lot to
Yes.
discuss the
Yes.
Yeah,
things we found.
understand that the theorized portion is just like an open discussion you guys are gonna have.
Okay.
No one other. And
All right.
and you guys can. This is just the players. I mean, your discussion.
Yeah.
It's just sort of indicative of the Mavens getting together and putting all the clues in. Which we have this, and so forth. And basically, once you come up with a consensus on how the murder was committed and who committed it, and how all the clues are either included in the murder or are disproven as being
Red herring.
sort of red herrings in your theory. And then based on how many you're able to include in that particular
Theory.
either discarded or as a part of the actual crime. I mean, by discarded, I mean written off. You can't just say, I'm not using it. If you're not using it, you're not including it at all, then it's not counting at all to help you. Okay. And then you roll. And it's basically the clues minus the number, minus the complexity, which is a -6. And whatever's left over is a bonus to your roll. The same levels of success and failure.
Lynn, did you grab that Did you grab that food container down in the
I
basement
did.
with the special
did.
item?
I did, and I found that the secret passage goes from the mayor's office right down to that very same basement.
So
Guys, let's.
what do we think, ladies?
I think I know what I think I know what happened.
Well, Patty, don't keep it from us. Spill the beans.
Okay. Let's see here. So here's how I see it, based on all the things that you told me. Dan Gartner was in cahoots with Mayor Simmons to get some developable land by draining the Brindlewood fens for development on his real estate venture. He paid Mayor Simmons through an offshore bank account and hired Ace, which is not his real name. It was a fake identity for him since he was she has known connections to the mafia. But Ace was hired to win money from all the other charities to earn back some of the money he expended paying off the mayor. The mayor even supplied him with a marked deck of cards, missing all the jacks. Amelia Emerson found out about Ace's work with Dan to drain the swamp and attempted to extort him with a compromising photo of a newt. When that didn't work, Ace told the mayor about Amelia's attempt to extort him, and the mayor told Dan, the developer, about it too. Dan and the mayor came up with a scheme where Dan, as the shooter, and the mayor, on the lights, resorted to killing Amelia during the game. But he failed to shoot Amelia and shot Ace by accident, so it all backfired on them. They ended up killing Ace by accident. Afterwards, Dan stashed the gun and the glove that he used in the basement. He then used the secret passage to return to the scene from a different direction.
The gloves were in the mayor's office.
Okay. That's where the secret passage is, so that tracks.
Okay. Well, you said in the basement, just saying.
Okay. He stashed all of the murder implements. That's my story. Poke holes in it.
Who had the false identity? Oh, that was
The
for
false
Ace.
identity was for Ace. Ace is not his real name. It was a fake identity for him since he has a known connection to the mafia. The real
then
person.
Why did he give out his real name the entire time?
A suspect is connected.
Oh,
Yeah.
suspect. So Ace isn't the suspect.
Right.
Yeah, he's a victim.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. A false identity is revealed through.
That's true. That can be fine. It can be Ace. Yes.
Yeah. So where am I missing?
A suspect connected. A suspect has a connections with organized crime in Boston.
Yeah.
Oh. Then that'll be Dan then, and that's how Dan had access to the marked deck of cards, I guess.
Okay.
That's all.
I mean, it's not where I was going.
Where were you going, Evelyn?
Well, Evelyn obviously knows that it was Tony Martinez, the math teacher.
Oh.
So that deck of cards was his own that he had to hide when he found out a card shark was coming. That's the way that he won last time, was by cheating. And he has a relationship with Tony because Tony is someone who benefited from his charity. So
who, Mike?
Oh, you mean Mike Taylor?
Oh, Mike, because he benefited from his charity. So they knew each other well enough for Tony to be in and out of the kitchen to put the gun into the Tupperware. He also was wearing catering gloves that he got from the kitchen when he shot the gun. And let's see. Okay, that's a red herring. That don't fit. Yeah. Okay, I don't got enough. I only had about 6.
That's a good start.
And Tim, you hit about 9.
Yeah,
I thought I got them all.
No, the suspect's large bequest to charity is made the name of Ace Rogers.
Yeah, that's how they were going to funnel the money back once Ace won it.
Yeah, I mean, I want it to be the developer. So
It is the developer in my story.
I mean,
I know.
my story was actually pretty close to Tim's, except it didn't involve the double cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll so describe the explicit picture of the dude.
No, just I will probably ask you to repeat
In explicit
the whole
detail.
entire build-up again, and then I want you to describe how you plan on confronting the people involved. So
It's not sitting on a tree limb.
Apparently,
so
Evelyn's just wants the job as the math teacher. So
do the Mavens agree that this is the consensus of what they want to try and present as their theorized murder?
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's good.
Now, if you can just go over that one more time for me, Tim.
From the top, Tim.
From
All
the
right,
top,
hold on.
let's hear.
I got to get the 10th thing in here. Hold on one sec.
We're waiting. This isn't live or anything.
Nathan, do a dance.
Yeah.
No, Nathan, stop doing the dance. Stop.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Okay.
Fort Dantes.
All right. So Dan Gardner was in cahoots with Mayor Simmons to get some developable land by draining the Brindlewood fens. He paid Mayor Simmons through an offshore bank account and hired Ace, not his real name. It was a fake identity for him since he has known connections to the mafia to win. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not true. It's
Dan.
fake identity. Yep, not his real name. Yep. So Dan, through his connections to the mafia, was able to hire Ace. Right. The mayor even supplied him with a marked deck of cards, missing all the jacks. Amelia Emerson found out about Ace's work with Dan and attempted to extort him with a compromising photo with a nude. When that didn't work, Ace told the mayor, who told Dan the developer, and they concocted a scheme wherein Dan, as the shooter, and the mayor on the light switch, resorted to killing Amelia during the game. But he failed to shoot Amelia and shot Ace accidentally. When it backfired on them, they hastily drew up a bequest to get the money from the game back into Dan's hands, because they assumed that it would all go to Ace as the deceased anyway. So they ended up killing Ace by accident. Afterwards, Dan stashed the gun and the glove he used in the basement and in the mayor's office, respectively. And then he used the secret passage in the mayor's office to return to the scene from a different direction.
But you're saying that Ace is involved too, but he wasn't a suspect.
Correct. Yeah, he was a victim of friendly fire. They were trying to kill Emily.
Okay.
Amelia.
Emily, yeah.
Emily, so
Emily. Okay.
So, Mavens, how do you plan on confronting the perpetrators of this crime in front of the sheriff? Or unless you plan to have a more elaborate way, as you guys all stand in front of circled around by the first responders and police and everything else.
Well, yeah,
people sit there wet tuxedos.
We have to have Emily there too. We got to make sure
all the suspects are currently there. We'll just say, but how do you plan on? I mean, they can be present or whatever you want to do, but we can. I just want to get a picture of how you see this scene sort of being set up.
Yeah. How do you want to confront
Well,
them?
It's just a matter of just setting up.
the mayor always wants to take a picture. So we could say, hey, Mayor, why don't you get
How
a
about a
picture
photo?
with Dan, blind them with a flash, and then surround them and accuse them of the crime.
This would be a fantastic photo for the morning papers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mayor goes to jail.
So you guys are setting it up. You get, we'll say,
Danny Walsh from the
Danny
Beacon,
Walsh
yeah.
gets her photographer together, and you guys get all ready to set up to take this picture. And you, with a flash, you begin your sort of accusations and laying out the crime in front of the sheriff and the whole town. Why don't you guys give me a theorize roll? You've used all of the clues, so that'll give you a +4, I believe.
Yeah. Who wants to roll?
Cress.
Who wants for one?
Oh,
Chris.
You want me to roll? Okay.
Okay.
Do we have a plan for if this goes badly?
+4.
No.
Ooh, so that'd be a 14.
14. Holy shit.
Ooh. Okay.
If they weren't guilty before, they are now.
Well,
Planted so much evidence.
with that,
And he's on the Epstein list.
25 minutes. He attempts to say with that, the sheriff is shocked. Yeah. Grady gets Dan tries to sort of head out, but he punches the mayor in an attempt to escape. Brett Muscles tackles him after Emily trips the mayor who attempts to get away. It's all caught on film. Several flashes, from the camera. And you guys have got your suspects, solved your crime. And all are sort of looking triumphantly and happy and sort of like, we've done it. And
Told him I voted for the other candidate.
as you look up at the building, which is now perfectly safe, and there, the upper window of the mayor's office is a shadowy figure. And you see with that mummified hand, it puts on that Greek mask and turns back into the office in the darkness. But no one else seems to notice it. They're like, oh, yay, the Mavens have done it.
I immediately turned to Patty and Nellie. Did you see in the window?
What?
You want some more Chardonnay?
I think I need something heavier than that, my dear.
And so the second murder that you have, second murder?
Yeah.
That's
The
it.
second murder of this Brindlewood Bay Mavens of this year has been solved.
Woohoo!
Quite amazingly. Well done.
We are so good at this.
But by the way, do we ever find out whether or not we got close to the real answer? There is a real answer.
No.
No. This is the real answer. You're talking about the dark.
Well, you know what,
conspiracy.
Tim? Actually, that's exactly what the answer was. It was exactly. It was like, I did not think you would connect the mayor with the. I didn't think Emily. I didn't think Emily. I thought completely. Everyone always misses that. The newt lady is involved, but you got her, which I was surprised that the newt fancier was the one that was the actual victim.
I'm sorry, Malcolm. Are you placating me right now? Is that what's happening?
Of course not.
I feel like you're placating me right now.
This is
making me feel
This is how
better.
mysteries are solved. You did a great job.
This is not a test. This is a collaborative game.
Shut up! You're not coming back for the next murder. I don't have to listen to you, Evelyn.
It's amazing. You came up with this this thoroughly well vetted idea, and you still don't know the point of the
Still
game.
don't believe yourself.
I just want to know if I wrongfully sent people to jail or not. That's all I is.
No,
You never.
You're right. Of course you did.
we're always right. There may be consequences, but we're always right.
You're right.
Well, it
Well, you're
depends on
not
what the
always
dice tell
right. You
us.
can get it
Yeah.
wrong. but you didn't.
The dice could have rolled a snake eyes in the end there.
Oh,
and,
so it's possible to be wrong. It's just a roll of the dice as to whether you're wrong or not.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Can someone
Just like we
send,
went over the last time we did this.
Yeah, can someone send him the book?
I think we'll have to send you a copy.
I play better without the rules.
Where I go, there are no rules.
Right, what you want to believe they are or not.
Yeah, but that was really good. Congratulations, guys. That was a great thing. And
Cool.
so we'll close with the
Get all these
with
notes.
the Mavens being excited and having
See my notes.
passing around flask as they good notes, good
Nice.
notes.
Notes.
Fantastic notes as they contemplate the figure in the window and all the things that they encounter. The credits begin to roll and then open to a parlor of tasteful design and well implemented. And there's a small bit of some tea cake, some sandwiches are being set out on the table and cut carefully. And you see that one hand is quietly sort of just set, his two hands are pushing the very daintily beautiful plate into place. And one of the hands appears to be mummified. And a glove is pulled over those hands as well as the other. And the camera pans up. And there's Dory Coffin. Everything's going right according to plan. Except for those old bitches. And it Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you guys really enjoyed.
As the camera pans back, those little sandwich plates are arranged around a memorial photo of Evelyn.
Ooh, maybe she could be the victim in our next episode.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this.
I'm having a blast. That was really good.
I've been enjoying it. It's a fun game.
Yeah. I think I'm enjoying it, but I don't know what the real story is.
It's a really good game.
You don't need to know the rules to have fun, Tim.
You don't need those. Yeah, obviously, there's no need the rules to have fun. You're doing a great job.
Super job.
And I want to thank you all. So, yes. Fantastic, guys.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for
thank you so
spending
much.
your Tuesday evenings with us, and be sure to come back on Thursday for again. We've got Battle Lords, and next Tuesday we're probably playing something. Maybe this again. Who knows? And Lars, don't sign up until the thing's done. But love you all. Have a good night.
Good evening.